Sports Podcast. I said, welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast with Andy Ruther and Joe Prano. Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast.
Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Andy Ruther, coming to you live from Cincinnati, Ohio, with my co-host from Port Hueneme, California, Joey No Chill Prano.
Hello, Andy.
Happy Tuesday, man.
Happy Tuesday.
We're gonna get on the sketch. Oh,
We were.
the 5-0. They're coming for me.
By the way, I got caught in some crazy. I called you, and I said I'm on my way home. I said I'll be there in 30 minutes, and you were like, maybe we get that. Maybe we get the pod going earlier. After all, and then I got caught in some crazy. I mean, at first I thought it was like an ice roadblock or something like that, because there's a lot of unmarked black SUVs. And then, no joke, there's like a motorcade of like 25 black police SUVs, followed by maybe 75 different police vehicles in a row going by. I was like, what the fuck is this? No clue. Went on Twitter, Camarillo, searched for it. No answers yet.
They're all going to Epstein Island.
Yeah. On Russ's jet.
I did see that. Russ coming out on Twitter, or whoever runs his Twitter. So
Not
Russ was
today, Satan.
not today, Satan. Do you think they knew that was his jet?
I don't know.
Oh, that post doesn't even exist anymore.
Wow.
So ML Football, one of those, what's it called? What do you call those? Farming? What do you call those? Like
How would I even know? That's very much your realm.
Yeah, engagement farming. Like
Okay, engagement
pages,
farming.
there
bot-
it is.
They're not bots. They're
They're like similar. They're
Yeah.
they're bot adjacent. Yeah,
they're anonymous engagement farming accounts.
well, it's not their own content. It's and I've seen people call people out recently on this, and I think fairly, because it's like I saw somebody posted something. It's like these accounts, because you can make money off it. And it's like you're just posting what somebody else did and screenshotting it,
Right.
but you can earn. There's a financial incentive to that. But anyway, I guess, yeah, they posted yesterday. I mean, the fact that Russ is, quote, posting ML Football, apparently he wrote, some random plane broker tried to sell me a plane. I had no idea whose plane and never bought the plane. Never taught. Yeah, I know. And by the way, I'm not. Russ is definitely not an Epstein Island type of guy. Can you imagine Russ showing up with his
This
subway?
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean,
He ain't the clientele.
opposite ends of the spectrum are crazy Jesus freak Christians and pedophiles. Those worlds almost never mix.
No, they don't. I see your sarcasm. No, he's not. But he's not the. He doesn't fit that bill. I mean, really?
I mean, we have Tim Tebow out there doing, Tim Tebow's circumcising kids and shit.
He is? Good for him.
Yeah.
Is he for real?
Yeah. Tim Tebow's going and doing like unmedical circumcisions of children in Africa. Tim Tebow's going to Africa to touch children's penises.
Not a gig I want.
Tim Tebow and Russ Wilson are photo negatives of each other. One's white, one's black, one's righty, one's lefty.
Which if you had to choose one, which one would you say would be a homosexual? You had to choose
Crazy.
one.
It's crazy because You put Russ in this with anybody else, I'm going Russ. I think it's Tebow.
I agree. Yeah, I agree, and I agree with the Russ. Yeah, I think if you put him in with a lot of these guys, did you see the did you see the
Like
links?
if you're like, which one of these two is a homosexual, Russ Wilson or Brian Boitano? I'd be like, I'm going Russ.
Oh yeah, I saw that video. I can't stop laughing. That video of somebody calling out Lindsey Graham saying, "Yo, man, why
don't you just come out?
Why don't you just come out?"
Blackmailing you,
dude. I watched that video 50 times and I laugh every time. Like, it's just, I don't know. I'm like, it's so weird that people are still like somebody like that is like hiding their homosexuality. It's like, dude, you're just clearly gay. It's fine. Like, you're just clearly gay. Like, you're the most flamboyant dude ever. Here we are, Joe.
Here we are. It's Super Bowl week.
Super Bowl week. Rough start here at the Ruther house. We've all been.
So originally we were a Wednesday podcast. Then we became what? We start doing Mondays and Thursdays? Was that the original first move? Or were we
really? I thought we were the first ever pod was a Monday. It was after the AFC NFC Championship game.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was the day after.
Pretty sure. I could be completely wrong.
And then we became a Monday and Friday podcast for a hot minute here. Now we're a Tuesday and Saturdays podcast. Soon we're going to go. Then next thing you know, will be a Wednesday and Sunday. And then all of a sudden we'll just be back to Monday and Thursday again. It'll just be reversed. You're like, actually, we're doing the Monday's now the Thursday episode and the Thursday's now the Monday episode.
I mean,
the Ruther household now.
Oh, it's a petri dish, bro.
So who got? Everybody but your wife? Everybody but your baby mama?
Yeah, she next on the list. You can mask up all you want. It didn't work. Like, but we don't want everybody to get this because it's just like, oh, I know, man. And then, like, when kids get it, Isla's like the happiest kid ever. She's like, I get to stand and watch Clifford. Like, we're still in this Clifford the Big Red Dog kick? Really? Okay. No, Molly's like not moving. And I'm like, yo, I got to take her to the ER. She's just a baby. Yo, this temperature. She didn't want
the stick.
Yeah, she didn't want to get up. Like, she's like, I'm leaving work. You're freaking me out. I was like, she's freaking me out. I don't know what to do. Like, you're normally happy little kid.
You dead man.
You call him.
Cool Runnings throwback for you.
I would have to rewatch that movie, to be perfectly honest.
You got it.
I mean, when's the last time you watched Cool Runnings?
I mean, more recently than most, because Mikey was like a Cool Runnings obsessed.
That tracks.
Was it Dougie Doug or Dougie Fred? Which one was he? Is it Dougie Doug? I don't know.
Yeah,
It was either Dougie Fresh or Dougie Doug. John Candy, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had our boy from the LA stand-up scene.
Tupac?
No, you know who I'm talking about, right? What do you mean?
Oh, man, I completely forgot that movie. I just remember John Candy, to be totally frank. Like,
Raw D.
Oh, Raw D.
Raw D is one of the 4 bobsledders in Cool Runnings.
I forgot about that. Raw D.
Good guy.
Maybe I'll rewatch it before the Winter Olympics here.
There you go. I did not. I mean, I knew the Winter Olympics were coming. Winter Olympics is coming. I knew they were coming, but I didn't know they were starting basically the Friday of Super Bowl week. That seems like crazy bad programming error.
Yeah, I saw they said it's going to be like an epic Mike Tirico. He's going to call the Olympics and the Super Bowl within a couple days or something.
Are they on the same channel?
It's got to be NBC,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, NBC.
So
I
having
know.
Olympic content all around Super Bowl content, NBC, what are you doing?
Well, they've been leaning in. It's a big move for them. They got basketball. They got the NBA back. They got.
But I'm saying they should have been like, listen, it's got to have, this has got to start the following Friday. But I don't know. I'm not a TV programmer.
Okay, now, well, I'm glad you brought that up. Now, either because I've been in my own bubble, which is a very good chance, I feel like I haven't heard too much chatter so far.
Right.
On the Super Bowl.
On the Super Bowl.
Like enough. I guess today kicks it off, right? Is media day?
Today's media week.
Okay.
Like the media week is, they don't arrive to town typically until week of.
Okay. I knew that. I wasn't sure if I had missed
It was yesterday. It was media day, I think.
Oh, it's Monday.
Yeah.
Did the Pro Bowl happen?
I believe the Pro Bowl did happen.
Can we end it? Can we just end it?
Well, you didn't even know it happened. So, I mean, I guess it's ended. If I told you it was ended.
I've seen, we need to end this. I just saw that
Shedeur Sanders got in. Let's shut it down.
Shedeur Sanders, Joe Flacco, and Joe Burrow got in.
Yeah.
Did they combine to start 17 games?
And they were coached by Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft, who didn't have to worry about going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. But hey, Joe, we added more international games. I don't know if you saw that.
Great. More Madrid.
What do we add here? What do we got for next year? France. Welcome to France. You get to see the Browns. I saw a great post saying that the French gave us the Statue of Liberty. We give them the Browns. They get the Browns and the Saints.
Wow. At least there's a fleur-de-lis in there.
2026 games will be in Paris, Melbourne, Rio, Munich, Madrid, London, and I think they're adding Mexico City. Yeah, the plan that Robert Kraft teased is apparently the goal. Every team plays an international game, meaning there will be at least 16 international games a year.
Starting
not next year, but
it's crazy.
You guys are gonna start losing people like me, the diehards. You will. I'm telling you.
This is what whatever the dude, I forget his name now. This is what the dude was talking about on the Simmons podcast. That the NFL is going to find a way.
Well, they will because I just okay. We talk about the TV programming you referenced earlier. It's like with the Olympics. I just don't know. Does one game a year? You show up in Paris, France. Obviously, it's all soccer over there. Like, does one game a year move the needle for the French person interested in American? I would
even argue like what is the live game really what moves the needle? Like you go play the games in London or Madrid or whatever. That's now a primetime game for most of Europe. I'm sure all that stuff gets broadcast to all those places. Just like lean into the TV factor of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What would be the equivalent coming here to the States to garner the interest? Okay. Well, actually, here's one. They do the tours where the stud European soccer teams come, and they usually, I think, do well. They'll put them in big stadiums. But I'm thinking for myself, I've never been like, oh, Man U's coming to Cincinnati.
I can tell you one thing, Andy, and this is just from being on the ground there for two of them, not while they were happening, but before and after. People in Vegas hate F1. Hate. Not dislike, not have no feelings on, hate. Get F1 the fuck out of Las Vegas. That is the overwhelming 99.999% sentiment of the people of Las Vegas. Get fucked forever. You're ruining our lives.
Why? The people it brings?
The people it brings, they shut down the streets, the building of it, the taking it down, all the hoopla that goes into it. They're like, this is owing the traffic, the
Well, to
thing,
be
whatever. So people can drive up and down Las Vegas Boulevard.
that
I imagine that's how French people will be like, oh, look at this. Now look at these fat Americans. Your CTE.
in your subway. Get your subway out of here.
No one wants your little pedophile baguette.
I think Vegas needs F1. Like at this point, Vegas is on my watch. By the way, that is a very that's a subject. That's always making my timeline. I'm all about what's going on in Vegas. I think they're hurting. I think they're hurting. The future is not good. I'm shocked all these teams are going there. To be honest, I got my pulse on some insiders, Brano. The insiders of Vegas. I don't know what the town needs to figure it out. They really do need to figure out a future. Because from what I've been told, the gaming might not be it. Because of everything's legal everywhere. The odds aren't that good anymore. When's the last time you heard somebody be like, I'm going to like for Vegas?
Honestly, if it weren't for the Sphere, I don't think I heard people going for U2. I heard people going for the Dead. I heard people going for the Backstreet Boys. I haven't heard anybody be like, Vegas weekend, baby.
That's
Vegas.
what that's my point.
Yeah.
And by the way, they're going to build those spheres everywhere. Did you see that?
Yeah. Although apparently the Sphere's losing money, so I don't know.
Well, back to the NFL.
Yeah.
Overseas. I don't like it. And you're taking a home game away.
Yeah.
From the Saints.
Not to mention, you talk about the fucking you said the diehards like you. Look at how many people are upset that an American citizen who speaks a different language is performing at the Super Bowl. We gotta go to Madrid. Why the fuck do I need to watch some shit in Madrid? Fuck Madridians. You mean Spanish people? Well, fuck them too, for sure. I hate fucking Spanish people. Where the fuck it is Rio de Janeiro?
I do think we need better. I think we need to figure out the halftime shows, by the way. I couldn't name a single Bad Bunny song.
Listen, I can't name a lot of I can't name a single Katy Perry song.
Yeah, you could. You would at least know it. I don't even know. But again, I'm old. I don't know.
Bad Bunny is crazy popular. Crazy popular.
Well, I assume that it's a huge Latin population. There's a lot of people. But why is he bad is my question. Why is he a bad Bunny?
I don't know.
Can bunnies be bad?
Yeah, I think so.
But whenever I hear that name, I think of a character for one of my child's cartoons. Is he like a bad boy? What is his deal? Is he still dating one of the Jenners?
I don't know.
I knew that. Wasn't he dating a Jenner?
He was. I don't know if he still is. Maybe.
Maybe their contract expired.
Yeah.
Are any of those relationships real? Any of them? Any of them? Or is it all contractual?
I guess it depends. I mean, fucking Ben Affleck. Did Ben Affleck and J Lopez J-Lo just get spotted together again?
No.
Those people seem like they're real. They can't stop.
I was referring more to the Kardashian Jenner.
Oh, the Kardashians.
But yeah, Hollywood, it extends. Really? Are you serious though? Ben Affleck and J-Lo?
That's what I heard. That's what I saw. Listen, I don't know what comes across my timeline half the time, but you want to talk about a toxic relationship? You guys I can't quit you. This is some fucking.
I wonder what it is. Is it the sex? Are they having sex? That's always my question too on some of these.
It must be, right? Because every time they go out, every time they do this, they seem so happy, and then they go out in public like 6 months later, and he hates their guts, and he's fucking angry, smoking, and slamming doors on her and shit like that.
We tried to watch that movie, the new movie of his with Matt Damon.
Oh, I watched it.
The Drop? What is it? The Drop?
The Rip.
The Rip.
The Rip. It was fun.
We didn't. We did. And I don't know. Tough to get through a movie. That's the state.
You're like my wife. She's like 2 hours. 2 hours is a long time in a movie, and then she would literally doom scroll for 6 consecutive hours, and just send me memes.
That's a woman thing for sure. Yeah. That's a woman thing.
I'm like, oh,
scroll, not watching.
Well, I'll be like, oh, well, I'm not interested in Love on the Spectrum, and then she'll be like, all right, well, I'm just gonna watch 14 of them then. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, that tracks. I mean, I just hope you're living in a big mansion, Andy Cohen, because this house, I don't know how much, whatever yachts and whatever you have, Andy Cohen, I don't know how much of that is from my house, because you get a lot of programming here. A lot of programming here in this house goes to anything Andy Cohen did. Good for him, by the way, because it's all shit. Like, so I mean, you talk about a copy and paste, just everything. Absolutely amazing. I want to talk about Sam Darnold.
I know you prepped me pre-show with this. You're like, you ready to talk some Sam Darnold?
I want to talk about Sam Darnold.
I was like, well, it is Super Bowl week. Yeah, I'm ready to talk about one of the starting quarterbacks in the Super Bowl.
And obviously we'll delve more for our preview show, which at this point we'll have to talk. The kids will be home once they test positive for the flu. They basically can't go back this week. So anyway, we'll talk about that after the show, maybe Thursday night, possibly, if that's feasible on your end. Here's what I want to talk about Sam Darnold. I think a lot of people are being tricked into thinking who he is. Sorry. Because he's in the Super Bowl. Because he had 2 pretty good games in a row.
Well, he's had 2 pretty good seasons in a row.
Okay. There we go. See, that's where I come in. Okay, so let's talk about it. That's why I'm here. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
We'll start here. I'm not a hater. I already see Seahawks fans with Ruther's being a hater. I'm just going to be a realist here. He's had 2 pretty good seasons. He's also led the NFL in turnovers combined the last 2 seasons. Okay? So I'm going to start there. He's led the NFL in turnovers. Not a good stat. I do not want to have that stat for my starting quarterback. Not in the 2026 age. I don't.
Well, I think there's and obviously I'm not going to disagree with you there. If you went into a football season and you said you can write down 3 things that your quarterback is going to lead the league in, pick 3 things your quarterback can lead the league in, and pick 3 things you don't want them to lead the league in. I think the 3 things on my list of things I don't want my quarterback leading the league in. I don't want my quarterback leading the league in games missed to injury. I don't want my quarterback leading the league in turnovers, and I don't want my quarterback leading the league in sacks. Probably, but. And I'm just going to play counterpoint. And again, I'm not discrediting what you're saying. I absolutely agree. You do not want your starting quarterback leading the league in turnovers. He's not Jameis Winston. He didn't throw 30 picks.
Okay, like I guess. I mean, I just to me, it's
in an age where a lot of guys aren't turning the ball over. Like, here's a question for you: do you think? Just pick a random year. Do you think Sam Darnold's turnovers in the last 2 seasons lead the league in 2004 and 2005?
No.
So it's by the way, Jameis's 35 picks or whatever he had 2-3 years ago.
30 and 30.
Yeah. He leads the league in interceptions in every season. You go back to the fucking leather helmets. He's going to lead 95% of the seasons. He's the league leader in interceptions.
Okay. So that's your counter.
That's a half a counterpoint. But I agree with you. You don't want your quarterback leading the league in turnovers.
Okay. So I just want to start there.
Can I give another counterpoint though?
Yeah.
Another brief counterpoint. Jared Goff ain't leading the league in turnovers because they don't let Jared Goff throw the ball in the coverage ever. Nor does Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts doesn't turn the ball over. Cool. They don't let Jalen Hurts ever throw the ball in the coverage. He literally only he's a scheme quarterback. He only gets to throw the ball to guys who are wide open or to a place where only his receiver or the sideline can get it.
Okay, so would you rather have Jalen Hurts or Jalen Hurts or Sam Darnold as your starting quarterback?
Well, I guess it depends on my team. But for this Seattle Seahawks, Sam Darnold.
I wouldn't.
Okay. Well, we've argued throughout the year. I was like, JSN might be the best receiver in football. I'm not sure I want maybe the best receiver in football. Top 2, top 3. I don't think I want him hating my quarterback's guts going into the Super Bowl.
Okay,
so let's go. Let's start there.
Okay. That's your valid opinion.
Counterpoint. JSN doesn't hate Sam Darnold. He's not campaigning actively to have him removed from the team. He's not yelling at him on the sideline. He's not yelling at the coach on the sideline about how much he hates Sam Darnold.
But also you are fitting to where I'm going with this whole discussion because a lot of it segues back to the Minnesota Vikings and him leaving and this narrative that they should never have done it and the Vikings GM is fired. And the truth is, I don't think he was a pretty good GM. I don't think he did that well. I don't fault you. Neither of us are like diehard Vikings guys, so I'm not going to go into his draft picks. But I guess my thing is that I'm seeing again this narrative to bring it to that point is like the Vikings were so stupid. How could they let Darnold go? And look how they turned out this year. Look how the Seahawks turned out. But and my counter to that is you guys are idiots. Darnold did not once show he could have a successful playoff run, which he has shown to his credit this year. But also, they drafted a QB that they believed in. Whether it was right or wrong, he was on a rookie deal. They didn't want to pay Darnold. The Vikings had a top 5 defense last year. He didn't get it done in the playoffs. 2 turnovers, 8 or 9 sacks, whatever it was against the Rams. So my point to start all this.
I agree with you. I agree with you on the Vikings, but I agree with you for this reason and this reason alone. This playoff season is different than last playoff season, first of all. So like I actually think that there's a chance that in a different world, Sam Darnold and a Vikings team could have snuck through a couple of games or whatever. But, all the Lions fans that came at me in my mentions and in my DMs and in my whatever saying, you're a fucking Lions hater. They were a play away from making the Super Bowl. You're calling us ass, blah, 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 blah. I saw you peak. I saw you peak. I saw you rise. I saw you peak. And when you peak, I don't know if you guys know how peaks work, but then you go down the other side of the hill. That Vikings team with a young defense, a paid wide receiver, a paid quarterback that they got on, off the scrap heap, they peaked. The Vikings weren't winning 14 games this year with Sam Darnold, with Trevor Lawrence, with fucking Patrick Mahomes, with whoever. The Vikings weren't winning 14 games this year. And so you didn't win the Super Bowl. You didn't win a playoff game last year when you peaked. So the move for the Vikings is go for a rookie quarterback one way or the other. You need to have the rookie contract. You need to play the rookie contract game.
Okay, so I agree. Some of those things. I mean, I think the right quarterback they could have replicated last year success
I don't think so.
based on what?
The Bears were better. The Packers were better. The Lions were worse, but still in the mix. They weren't winning 14 games this year. They
Okay,
weren't.
okay. Well, regardless, again, this narrative to me that a lot of people are saying, "Oh, they were so foolish," and look at the Seahawks. But I want to say this about Darnold too. He did have Justin Jefferson there. He does have your boy, who you think is the best wide receiver now.
Well, listen, my argument for best wide receiver in football right now is you're making that argument as well. He's not playing with Joe Burrow. He's playing with Sam Darnold. So I don't know what kind of numbers the guy has to put up with Sam Darnold for you to be like, all right, maybe he's not fucking.
Okay.
I think that there is absolutely a case to be made like you're making. The last 2 years, Sam Darnold has had 2 of the best receivers in football.
Look, and this is all I'm saying. This year's Seahawks defense, number one. Number one. Not number 2, not number 3. Number 1 fewest amounts of points per game. Their defense. So like, look, still led the league in turnovers with the number 1 D. That's why I will take Jalen Hurts. Sorry, dude, I got the number 1 D, Jalen Hurts. Yeah, he doesn't turn the ball over. He's not going to make the risky throws, sure. I'd rather have that.
But you got to score. You have to score to win these games, and they're not exactly running the ball down people's throats.
No.
Sam Darnold is a better passer than Jalen Hurts.
Clarify that.
Sam Darnold's a better passer than Jalen Hurts. Sam Darnold's
Accuracy,
a better passer in
deep
college
ball.
than Jalen Hurts. Sam Darnold's a more highly rated prospect coming out of college than Jalen Hurts. Sam Darnold has thrown for more yards in a season in the NFL than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, the entire Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts became Jalen Hurts and won a Super Bowl when he had a generational running back having a generational season. It's not like Jalen Hurts has a worse receiving core than Sam Darnold this year. JSN's the best receiver in football, maybe, but he doesn't have a worse receiving core. Dallas Goedert and Devontae Smith and fucking guy who hates his guts. Like, he has a better core. He had better weapons. He has a better running back who can receive the ball out of the backfield. And sure, Sam Darnold turns the ball over more because Sam Darnold throws the ball in the coverage occasionally. Jalen Hurts may one day throw the ball in the coverage, and we'll see what happens. Just not in his first 6 years in the NFL.
Well, I don't think Sam Darnold, and this maybe I'm putting the Ruther stink all over it. Let's just call it. I don't think Sam Darnold is ever a Super Bowl MVP. To preview a little.
Okay.
My point is this. This is not to just disparage and take a dump. Everybody's like, wow, people might be thinking that. Like, Ruther's just trying to take.
I'm not even here defending Sam Darnold.
Yeah, that I'm trying to shit all over Sam Darnold's season. All I'm saying is you got the number 1 ranked D. You had 2 home games. Now, look, I was wrong. I thought the Rams would win. He made the plays when he had to, for sure. The Niners game, they just walked all over him. They started with a kick return touchdown, and they didn't look back since. But my point was, you made a joke before I think we started about, like, Russ. And I was like, dude, I'd rather have.
And I said pointing Spider-Man's, but I'm going to do this. The upside down Spider-Man kiss?
Yes.
Where he's hanging upside down? Yeah. This is like upside down Spider-Man kissing regular Spider-Man. Like, take Mary Jane out of it. Now it's just 2 Spider-Man kissing 69 style. Because Russ looked really good when he was on the Seahawks and had the #1 defense in football and went to a Super Bowl and won, and then also lost another one when he turned the ball over. And then he went and played on terrible teams, and now he looks bad. And by the way, the Broncos weren't terrible after Russ left, and the Steelers weren't terrible after Russ left, and the Giants even weren't terrible after he left. So Russ gets taken off Seahawks and turns into a pumpkin. Sam Darnold is a pumpkin that gets put on the Seahawks and turns into a fucking princess. I mean, it's upside down Spider-Man. Who's the right side Spider-Man is the one that's on the Seahawks, and then the other one's fucking upside down Spider-Man.
Okay, so like let me pull up a comment here. See, nobody is calling Darnold MVP. I don't know where the argument comes from. He's a Russ clone. But he's not. Okay, nobody's saying. So here's my thing. He's not, though. This is my point. This is all I'm saying about Sam Darnold, guys. He still turns the ball over way too much. For me. And mark it down right now. The Seahawks are going to lose this game because of Sam Darnold. I'm calling it early. He will have a turnover. The reason I'm standing with like a early Russ or even Jalen Hurts, I don't think they're going to turn the ball over as much.
Yeah, but you can go back, and this predates Sam Darnold. This predates us having a Sam Darnold. Again, I'm not like, don't make me stand for Sam Darnold.
Well, you are.
I'm not standing for him. I'm just saying you got to take everything in the context of which it happens. You can go back fucking 2 or 3 weeks. I said the quarterback should turn the ball more over in the NFL today. I was like, we need guys to not be afraid to turn the ball over. We've lost people's ability. It's all too fucking safe, and it's all too fucking don't turn the ball over is like the #1 thing. And I think it limits you. I think explosiveness is limited when you can't take chances. Matthew Stafford isn't afraid of turning the ball over. He's not. Sam Darnold obviously isn't afraid of turning the ball over because he turns the fucking ball over. Jameis isn't afraid of turning the ball over. Now, Jameis is like Jameis is the darkest end of that timeline where you're so not afraid of turning the ball over that you will throw for 435 yards, 4 TDs, 5 picks, and still lose the game by 10 points because you can't stop turning the ball over. Yeah. But it's not like Jameis Winston teams aren't explosive. They just always lose because he is this argument on crack cocaine and steroids and CTE and fucking HGH. But I think that there's something to be said for some of these teams. Jared Goff is a great example. This year's Eagles, a great example of teams whose offenses can come to complete standstills because if they stop that thing that you can do, you can't find a way to work around it at all. Sam Darnold has made some plays in this playoffs where you're like, man, nice little fucking Sam Darnold play right there.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I guess my gripe, to clarify, is again this. I just feel like I'm seeing it enough, whether it's right or wrong, is that this notion of like the Vikings were so stupid, and then it's funneled into this thing.
So Andy, Sam Darnold leads the league in turnovers last 2 years, right?
Correct.
I don't know the answer to this, but you have ChatGPT, and I have a guess. Who do you think leads the league in turnovers over the last 5 years? I bet it's Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, maybe.
I don't think anybody's here going, if we were coming into the Super Bowl going, I think the Patriots are going to beat the Bills in this AFC Championship game because Josh Allen's going to turn the ball over.
Well, we also agree that's not the best comparison.
It's not the best comparison because Sam Darnold's from the same draft except drafted higher.
I mean, one guy completely elevated a franchise that was in the dumpster.
Okay, but the Bills made the playoffs. Don't forget the Bills made the playoffs the year before with Tyrone Taylor. The Jets ain't made the fucking playoffs since goddamn Vinny Testaverde.
Now you have the arc has been complete. You are fully standing for Sam Darnold now.
I'm not.
in this
I'm just.
rebuttal. You are.
No, I'm not. I'm not standing for Sam Darnold. Here's. I'll say this. There's a lot of quarterbacks in this league that I would feel way more confident in going into the Super Bowl. Guess what? Drake May isn't one of them.
I agree there. I agree.
So if this was two teams with good head coaches and good defenses, and it was, Sam Darnold versus who the fuck ever, I would have more confidence in a lot of teams. Drake May not turning the ball over and being like Mr. fucking, play a kind of safe guy in New England on a team that has now, after last week, beaten two winning teams over 500 this year. I'm not all of a sudden riding and fucking dying with Drake May. I think this just happens to be one of those Super Bowls. Here's the thing with Sam Darnold, okay? This is the bar for which I base this is the first question you have to answer. Can you win a Super Bowl with this guy? You got to start there. Can you win a Super Bowl? I think through the luck of the draw and the fucking best ranked defense and the number one receiver in football this year and going up against a rookie quarterback or a second-year quarterback who has beaten two teams with records over 500, I think Sam Darnold can win a Super Bowl this year. Am I predicting that he wins a Super Bowl this year? I'm not. I don't know.
Okay, hold on. Let's tap the brakes though. I'm not saying that he can't win. I'm not.
You have said that they are going to lose, and they are going to lose because Sam Darnold turns the ball over. And I'm not saying that you're necessarily wrong because I think that Sam Darnold does turn the ball over.
Did I say I think the Seahawks are going to lose?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you said it's because he turns the ball over. Now listen, it's not like you're going out on a limb here and saying there's only two teams to pick, and you're predicting the guy who turns the ball over the most in the league in the last 2 years turns the ball over.
Well, they both turn the ball over. So I have equal, for the record, I've said this going in, I have equal concerns for Drake May as well. Now, I like the truth is that you keep bringing up the schedule. I keep hearing it. I was getting into a huge discussion the other day with my brother about that. And like, to me, like the schedule thing doesn't mean shit to me, truthfully. And that's fine if it means something to people, and their path against the Texans and then Jared Stidham, like that doesn't mean much to me personally. And maybe it should, as far as the Patriots' path to get to the Super Bowl. They're here. It's not easy to get to a Super Bowl.
No, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as fraudulent Super Bowl winners. I said that again on this podcast 2 weeks ago. There's no such thing as fraudulent Super Bowl winners.
So who's a fraudulent Super Bowl participant? Who?
The fucking the Chargers team that got fucking ass raped by the Niners. The Atlanta Falcons team
against the Broncos.
Yeah. There's teams that have been fucking, listen, you can even go back to those early Broncos teams. John Elway was an incredible quarterback, and he was elevating a Broncos team to get to Super Bowls. And then they were getting fucking butt fucked.
Oh, I know.
Butt fuckings. In 2 Super Bowls, they got butt fucked.
What, the Redskins and then the Niners?
No, the Niners and the Giants. The Giants fucked them up too.
I think the Redskins did too. I think his first 3 were all pound me in the ass, prison type sex, raw. Okay, look, I think I've said my piece. And I just feel like this whole thing, like we've moved the needle so far on Sam Darnold, which I'm just like, not sure if I agree with that. That's all I'm saying. We'll see.
Well, I don't know what the needle. What is the make a thesis statement for the person that you think needs to be reality checked.
The person who, again, it starts with like the Vikings were so stupid and how could you move on from Darnold to like, look how good he is. And again, I'm like, well, he's still turning the ball over and you got the number 1 ranked defense. Like, Now hold on. To his credit, also, he's still here. We've seen a Lamar Jackson with the number 1 ranked defense not get it done. We've seen even a Josh Allen, I believe, with the number 1 ranked defense not get it done. Like, we've seen guys not get it done. So to his credit, he made the plays. He made some great plays, especially against the Rams. Like, he's here. It's to me, I just feel, I could be wrong. I just feel we got this it's gonna be a bad turnover. I feel it.
Like, listen,
in the Super Bowl.
If you play the game with Sam Darnold, the idea that he's going to suddenly run the table and not have one of those games, the probability says that's not the case. But here would be my counterpoint, and the reason that I probably will end up picking the Seahawks. The Patriots have not looked good. They haven't looked good. They didn't look good. They didn't look good against the Texans. They didn't look good against the Broncos. That's a game that, like, I do think.
Is it they don't look good or they just win ugly?
No, I think that they don't look good. Win ugly.
And to be fair, they didn't look good against the Chargers either.
Right. So
my counter would say is that how
you're saying Sam Darnold's being carried?
Vrabel.
You're saying Sam Darnold's being carried by a number 1 defense. Well, that number 1 defense is a lot better than the fucking Chargers. That defense isn't a lot better than the Texans, but it's statistically better than the Texans. It's not a world's different than the Broncos, but it's better than the Broncos. And Sam Darnold isn't Patrick Mahomes. Sam Darnold isn't Joe Burrow even. Sam Darnold is better than Jarrett Stidham.
Sure. Of course.
And I think if Sam Darnold had been the quarterback of the Broncos last week, I think the Broncos would be in the Super Bowl.
I don't agree with that.
Okay. I mean, they won like 10-7 or something like that. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I know.
He completed 1 pass in the whole goddamn game.
But to me, I think that's part of, Drake May has not played well, but I think that's part of the Vrabel factor of, like, which was very Bill Belichickian, so to speak, of we're going to win. Sometimes we got to put up points. Sometimes we're going to win 16-9.
I'll tell you what. In Bill Belichickian fashion, maybe Mike Vrabel is going to lose to a quarterback that everybody thinks looks like a fucking goofball and turns the ball over too much.
I think we've tipped our hands a little for this Super Bowl.
I actually haven't settled on what I'm feeling yet, especially with the line and et cetera. I haven't started placing wagers on anything, and I haven't whatever, but I'm rooting for Sam Darnold. I like the fucking story. I like the story.
Yeah, everybody loves a redemption story.
And I'll tell you, I've never had, like, as much as Sam Darnold winning would ruin one of my theories. The quarterback theory here, Joe Prano's quarterback theory leans fully to Drake May.
The guy from UNC? Yeah.
Yeah, fully. But also I have eyes and I've been watching him play, and I don't know. Here's when you talk about coach, quarterback, defense, and all this stuff. The 2 quarterbacks are not heavy factors in that. I'm looking at. I might go Vrabel, the Seahawks defense, McDonald, the Patriots defense, Drake May, and then Darnold. If I was ranking them.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like to me,
this is remarkably one of the rare Super Bowls of my lifetime where the quarterbacks are not the marquee fucking story.
They're not, but I also think the guy who makes the play and the guy who turns, conversely, who turns the ball, like that's the difference, I think. that we're gonna look at.
Well, who has more turnovers in this playoffs? I mean, it's Drake May by a landslide, right?
I assume.
I don't know if Darnold has one. Like,
It'll be interesting.
I'm almost more excited. Like, everybody's talking about how this isn't like the marquee matchup and this isn't the thing no one wants. But for a football fan who, basks in the any given Sundayness of it all, I'm more interested in this Super Bowl from a game standpoint than I am a lot of them, especially with two teams I do not give a shit about one way or the other. I have no rooting interest in this game. None. Like, there's like the slightest part of me that just like doesn't want Boston fans to have happiness, but like they're not Philly, I'd rather the Patriots win the next 14 Super Bowls than the Eagles win week 1 next year. But it's not Dallas, it's not Philly, it's not the Yankees. It's like, it's the Patriots, and they've won a bunch too. It's not, that's like the littlest sliver of rooting interest is like, fuck Boston, but that's it.
I'm excited though. I'm excited because I think it's one of those like, how's this going to play out type of games. I think coaching is really going to matter this game. Schemes. The Raiders, aren't they? They're hiring the OC from
OC?
Yeah, was that Kubiak?
Yep. Clint Kubiak.
Could be a distraction. Just putting it out there.
Okay. Could be.
He's trying to make up plays for the Super Bowl. There's somebody like, yo, fool. Say that play for us, bro. Little fucking guy pops up on his shoulder. Yo, fool. Keep that one in the bank, bro.
Yo, fool. Bring Darnold with you, fool.
Yo, he look good with an eye patch, bro.
I see ghosts too, man. I see the ghost of my tia. I see the ghost of my tia. My abuelita's ghost is in my house. I get it, man.
My ghost of my Chihuahua, Chucky. Yo, I love that.
Yeah, welcome.
I love that barrel, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, Chucky was the man, bro.
I see ghosts too. Coco's my favorite movie, dog.
We have this call that's been sitting here. We got to finally have this discussion. Where are we at here? Do I have it? Jesus Christ. Come on. There we go.
Gentlemen, John and Deerwood, Minnesota. I know you've talked extensively about how you guys feel about the NFL color commentators. But have you ever ranked them 1 through whatever? They stack up side by side officially. If you have, don't bother playing the call. But love to hear how the official NFL color commentator rankings are for each of you. Bitter.
Specifically the color commentators, not the duos.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, okay. Because I mean, I'll say this, not to like pivot the call at all, but I think the pairings are important.
They are important. We can,
because you can't really, you're not judging each of the pairs figure skater separately. You're judging them as a pair. But I could do it both ways if I was forced to at gunpoint.
So I have a list of everybody, all the different, and there's a lot. So I don't know what we have to go into.
Is Eli the color guy or is Peyton the color guy? Because I'm going Eli Manning, Gus Johnson, the field.
If we look at these, I mean, you got the big dogs. You got the the Troy Aikman and the Joe Buck and the Tony Romo and the Jim Nantz and the Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth. Like
All right, let's go color, guys.
Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, like, you know.
I feel like from the big dogs, my color guy, I feel like I've got it pretty dialed. I think Aikman. Brady's come on this year, man. Brady's been better.
Brady's come on.
Romo's fallen off hard.
Who?
Romo's fallen off hard.
Greg Olson's great. He's always been great. Like, he's not on the A team because of Brady. I can't get over Brady's hair dye. I'm going to be honest. That's a struggle point for me.
I like Romo more than a lot of people like Romo. I would go Romo. I would go Aikman, Brady, Romo.
Romo or Collinsworth?
I'm a Romo over Collinsworth. Fuck Chris Collinsworth. Honestly,
disrespecting.
I haven't even watched Herbstreit enough doing NFL to know if I care. So I'll put Collinsworth over Herbstreit. But only based on a lack of knowledge, because I don't.
So there's personal feelings for me that are clouding my Herbstreit view as well, too. His kid was at my high school and shouldn't have started for 3 years, and then his kid he was not getting recruited at all, and then went to Michigan, and I was like, oh, the nepotism here, like.
But Herbstreit doesn't make Al Michaels any better. That broadcast is terrible. It's boring. It's not interesting. Honestly, I'll take Herbstreit's dog over Collinsworth too. I'll go Herbstreit's dog.
I have problems.
Collinsworth, then Herbstreit.
He's got a dog, guys. He's got a dog. We get it. You got a dog.
It's the most interesting thing about him, though.
It's so played out. Like, you got a dog, bro. Herbstreit over Collinsworth, like. I stand with Chris Collinsworth still. Maybe it's because of my dad, rest in peace.
Well, I didn't take Herbstreit over Collinsworth. I took Herbstreit's dog over Collinsworth, then Herbstreit.
I agree with you on Aikman. I like Troy. I like the Aikman Buck duo, to be honest, is pretty damn good. Again, I think if you go to, let me just pull up some of the other guys. I do like.
I've always liked Moose Johnston.
Yeah, he's falling off. Like they got him. What team is he working now?
Yeah, he works like the Kevin Burkhardt Moose Johnston team or some shit.
No, Kevin Burkhardt's with Tom Brady. KB's with Tom Brady.
Is he? Who's the guy that they have with Johnson these days? Is it what's his name?
Right,
is it fucking God, what's his name?
I'm looking right now. Hold on. Fox's cruise this year. You had Kevin Kugler was with Daryl Johnson. They were the 15.
15
on Fox. Yeah. I'm looking at the different teams. Okay.
So the Super Bowl's on NBC.
Your boy Collinsworth. Yeah.
Tirico and Collinsworth.
Not the best.
Not the best.
Very vanilla.
Especially for a Super Bowl.
Very vanilla.
You know, a lot of people are on Sam Darnold's Ghost. I saw Ghost for many years playing in Cincinnati. White-haired Ghost used to sit outside my house and point at my house and be like, there's Chris Collinsworth's house up on the hill.
I swear to God, if my dad told me the story one more time about after bowling, they went to the Skyline and a bunch of Bengals guys were there and Collinsworth was one of them and it was late and everybody was drunk and the Bengals players said, we're going to challenge you guys to bowling. And my dad was like, we could beat them. We're we bowl every Wednesday down at fucking Kingpin Lanes. We could take on these Bengals. And I'm like, Dad, you've told me this story literally 55 times. Also, you've told me where Chris Collinsworth lives, which is really creepy because we don't live in the technological age yet. Why do you know where he lives, Dad?
Well, listen, you're a son. You knew the guy a long time. The fact that he told me 3 times, I only think I met him twice. I met Walt twice. He told me where Chris Collinsworth lived 3 times. That's crazy. That's a crazy ratio. He tells strangers where Chris Collinsworth lives like a Jameis Winston interception. It's like, what, 2.5 a game? How's that even possible?
Okay, so we have kind of a consensus here on like our number one duo. Are we saying Buck Aikman?
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel?
I
about
like Troy because Troy's not a Dallas homer. Troy's not a fucking.
He'll be critical too. It's what I like.
He's not a know-it-all. He doesn't get caught in the modern football weeds like Romo and Brady do a little too much because they're trying to tell you what just happened from their careers. I think Romo did it great and now has fallen off. Brady was bad at first and has found himself a little bit. Brady is old Romo, and Romo is fucking, I don't know.
Phil Simms, who he replaced.
Yeah, exactly.
What about some of these younger guys? Like a J.J. Watt, who's in now on the second team for CBS. I'm like, You know a duo who I kind of like, to be honest. They don't stand out, but as far as they don't get the love. You're, play-by-play guy, Kevin Harlan's great. He's great in all the sports. Him and Trent Green. Trent Green is not again, I just feel like the guy played in the league long enough. He's knowledgeable. He's not trying to stand out.
It's kind of the most important thing is you don't want to be you don't want to be talking about or thinking about it. They should kind of just be seamlessly there.
I don't need Dan Orlovsky and Louis Riddick now. I know they get when he.
I've literally never watched it.
When they get a couple games, yeah. And the Netflix crew, I just guys, I don't know what Netflix is doing with theirs.
I don't even know who it is.
They had Nate Burleson and Matt Ryan.
Oh yeah.
Drew Brees one game. Ugh. Drew Brees is very boring. He's very plain Jane. Yeah, this isn't the best crew for the. I mean, they got to throw Snoop Dogg up there now. Now NBC, I know he's got a contract. Imagine you sprinkle a little Snoop in.
I need Snoop Dogg in the Super Bowl like I need fucking chlamydia. I can't stand that shit.
Oh, interesting.
I can't stand that shit when they try to make a fucking broadcast interesting by just dropping a fucking rando in there.
Yeah, but he's doing a lot of stuff now. He's doing
I know.
NBA.
He ruined the Olympics last fucking 2 years ago.
Well, he's back, baby.
Yeah, for shizzle, going down to the curling. And you're like, bro, stop it.
Is there somebody who's good for that, or are you just saying no? Who could fill that role?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know who it is.
Bert Kreischer.
God. Almost as overworked as Snoop Dogg at this point.
Snoop, Bert Kreischer, Kevin Hart.
Jesus Christ.
Put those three calling the Super Bowl.
They love like a fucking, they're like, oh, let's put John Cena in the booth. And you're like, oh, what are we doing? I feel like when Snoop Dogg gets added to a football booth or an Olympics, to me, add Bad Bunny, dude. He doesn't speak English, but at least he's okay. I get what you're going for here. You're targeting a Latin audience.
Yeah. So it seems like we agree again for the most part on who we like. Romo's really falling. I was never the biggest Romo guy. I just find both him and Nance. They're both. I also like guys who aren't scared to like make a joke or just be a little like just not bland.
Yeah.
Which I do think Buck and Aikman do.
But Joe Buck has always gotten an abnormal amount of hate.
Yeah, he has. I think he used to be very smug. And I think
here's the thing that Joe Buck, everybody got wrong about Joe Buck. He was never rooting against your team. He was never rooting against your team.
I don't know. I just think I think it was smug, and then I think why people didn't like him. I think also it was it was like his dad was a big time announcer, so it's like, oh, you got this role. Okay, here's one. Just random, not announcer one. Best place to play a Super Bowl.
Well, it's crazy because nowadays they only go with the brand new super stadiums.
Or
you want to talk about
warm weather.
Right. But even those, which one of those isn't being played in a super stadium?
What do you mean by super stadium? Like, would you consider this one? I mean, it's in San Francisco, or it's in Santa Clara.
I mean, it's a stadium for from the last
10 years.
Yeah. I'll say it right now. Best Super Bowls of my life, Rose Bowls. Visually, best Super Bowls you ever watched were Rose Bowl Super Bowls. They would never play a Super Bowl there, obviously.
Yeah, they don't have the accommodations for the high rollers.
Right.
Which I saw UCLA is trying to work. You see UCLA might be trying to get to SoFi.
Play at SoFi?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what would that do to the Rose Bowl?
Right.
Playing 1 game a year there? 2 games a year?
Concerts.
No, I agree. I think the Rose Bowl's, I mean, it's an amazing stadium.
Let me ask you something. If they said to you, Andy Ruther, next year's Super Bowl can be played in the football stadium, you can't go like, it's playing in Madison Square Garden. Like, you know what I mean? Next year's Super Bowl can be played in the football stadium of your choosing. Where are you choosing?
I mean, Rose Bowl's definitely up there. Like, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I'm just trying to think as far as it just sucks because none of them have history anymore. Like, there's nothing about. Oh, up there would be New Orleans for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say New Orleans
because that does have the history. Obviously, they've remodeled it a bunch, but
I mean, you could say Lambeau if you wanted or something like that, but
it is interesting they did the one-off at MetLife.
And it was a nightmare, and so they'll never do it again.
The weather was nice. What was a nightmare about it?
I don't think the weather was I think the weather was nice, like by game time or whatever, but I think they struggled with the weather the whole week. I don't think they're going to do a weather Super Bowl
ever again.
I think it's dome or bust. Like, I would imagine, because Buffalo's new stadium is going to be outside, right?
Yes and no. It's one of those where I think the field might not be covered, but the people are going to be covered.
Right. But it's not closed. It's not a dome, and it's not even a retractable dome.
I don't think so.
I don't think
sure.
part of their deal is they get a Super Bowl. I'll tell you the other one that jumps out to me as a Super Bowl I like, and I know there's no history there. Arizona Stadium.
The current one?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't that your famous 2007 Super Bowl?
It was, yes, but also it like checks a lot of boxes. You know, it's a warm weather. It's grass.
Okay.
Warm weather. It's grass. It's retractable. They play that fucking golf tournament the same weekend. It's it's easy for West Coast Hollywood types. Like, miss me with the fucking Jerry Dome. It's not interesting.
What about SoFi, which is next year?
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is, I went to the Super Bowl in SoFi. I'd rather go to the Rose Bowl. If you're like next year, you can go to the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, no, I think the Rose Bowl is amazing. I agree. It's a great venue. But you and I saw Sam Darnold play in the Rose Bowl, at the Rose Bowl. I still have the Joe Pa New jersey, by the way.
You'll love it. Get a little plug in for my other show, but we have
Joe Pa went on Jay Moore's show.
We have Craig Shoemaker, comedian Craig Shoemaker, on Jay Moore this week. Craig Shoemaker apparently kidnapped and molested as a child by an Eagles fan. Shocker.
Wait, you being serious?
Yeah, kidnapped, taken from Philadelphia to Washington, D.C. on the guise of, you're going to a Eagles. I'm going to take you to the Eagles Redskins game. And he's like, great. And then he took him to a ghetto motel where he proceeded to molest him for 5 days before taking him to the game. So anyway, the reason I bring it up is at some point,
has he openly always talked about this?
I don't know. Jay and I were like, what the fuck? And Jay and I's thing, the one thing Jay and I bond over is, if you say something horrible on the podcast, we both laugh for some reason. We both cannot stop laughing. So it's like, I was molested by a fucking, we were just dying. But he brought up Sandusky, and he's like, this is what these guys do. They prey on kids without fathers. And Jay's like, Sandusky? He's like, Joe Paterno's defensive coordinator? What's he got to do with anything? And it's like, for like 3 minutes, wouldn't let go. He's like, no, I know who you're talking about. He's like, Joe Paterno's defensive coordinator. What does this have to do with rapes and pedophiles and whatever? He's like, whatever. And Jay's like, bro, did you not pick up on this, that I'm fucking with you? But I was dying. So that's a nice moment. So check out the
bro. I don't even know how to. That's insane. That's awful. That's absolutely awful.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Holy cow. Anyway, that took a turn.
That took a turn.
That took a turn.
Anyway, check out the new podcast with Craig Shoemaker.
I just wish the Super Bowl. What time does it start?
Like they say 3, but that's not right, right? Like, what time's kickoff? I need that. I need like a crisp kickoff number.
6:30. No way. 6:30 Eastern. Great bath time.
I'll be in Sun Valley, Idaho, and we're gonna go ski that day. So I guess we'll have to eject from the mountain a little bit early to get back for kickoff.
Well, I'll have my phone while I'm trying to give a child a bath. Like, come on, what are we doing here? Get this flu virus off you.
What time is bath time at the Ruther household,
bro? It's like 6:45,
and that's just real important to kids, right? Like, you can't just be like, "Yo, we're doing it when Bad Bunny comes on at halftime."
No, that do I want to ruin my entire night?
But
yeah.
Can you go like early?
You can. I mean, were you like?
I mean, I don't know. You watch whatever you want. I'm just saying you got some heavy action on Sam Darnold plus 1.5 turnovers. So
Yeah, I mean, we can finagle things around. The problem is when you know when they're not feeling well, it's like
I have money on Sam Darnold turnovers plus Ruther kids getting the flu at 2.5. So I just need one Sam Darnold turnover at this point because I already locked in two flu kids.
two flu,
Two flus.
two flus. You better come prepared. You come to the Ruther house in June for that comedy show, Frano. Fucking Wuhan lab up in here.
Yeah, everybody's been sick since Yoshi came through. Yoshi brought some fucking virus he got. They injected in him as a fucking testing lab.
That's probably my
He
kids.
brought COVID 26.
Yeah, the Pokemon pillows he's sending to my kids in the mail.
Yeah, he brought COVID 35. He brought COVID from the future.
I bet he's feeling good with the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Although I don't know, he's such a Belichick
Also a
guy.
Seahawks fan.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, we gotta have Yoshi on. Can we get Yoshi on Thursday? Who is he picking in the Super Bowl?
Bro, you know Yoshi, getting a computer, getting like I can't. I don't got
Only
the
Japanese guy who doesn't like have a computer in his pocket.
I don't have the mental capacity to set this up with Yoshi. Like you and I both know. Like you're just like, remember last time he came on? He's like, I gotta. What time we going? I gotta set up the time to borrow a computer from my buddy Stan. I'm just like, what are we doing here, Yoshi? Come on, man.
You're in a government laboratory. See if they can let you use the Wi-Fi, dog.
Well, was there anything else? Anything else? When is the NBA trade deadline?
It is. I mean, it's post All-Star break, isn't it? February. Oh, wow! It's February 5th.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was sooner than that. I was like,
wow, here we go. I'm not sure if I want Giannis or not want Giannis. I'll be totally honest with you. I mean, I want him, just at what cost?
is he definitely gone?
No, I don't think he's definitely gone. I believe they have him. I believe the poly markets. I believe the leader is stays. And then they play their game in the offseason.
Yeah.
Ooh, gotcha, bitch. Oh. That was
All right. Well, we'll do a nice extensive preview Thursday or Friday. 859-832-0478.
Go to joeparano.com for shows. I believe the next official show on my calendar is February 28th in Tokyo, Japan. So,
Wow.
come see a show. I've already written my first joke for the Japanese people, which I won't preview here because hopefully some dirtballs make it to Japan. But might add some in the mix for a couple shows before I hit the road. So joeparano.com for shows. Japan. Then I come back. I go right to Steamboat, Colorado. 2 shows in Steamboat. One at Schmiggity's, one up on the mountain. I will have Lake Tahoe is tentative, but announcing soon. I've got the Bay Area. If you're in the Bay, the Throckmorton Theater in San Rafael on March 31st. Come through to that one. That's always a fun show. That and much more, including June 13th in the shadow of Chris Collinsworth's house, Cincinnati, Ohio, with our boy here, Andy Ruther.
Amazing.
Buy your tickets now. Bombs Away Comedy.
Every ticket comes with a mask.
Every ticket comes with a mask. Every ticket comes with a bowl of chili and a Miller Lite.
There you go. All right, sounds good. Super Bowl preview next episode. We'll have at it. All right, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you soon. And as always,